In this video, I'm going to be breaking down to you guys the trade I've taken last week. So previously, I've not been able to make videos because I've been busy for a while, and I'm going to be sharing you guys the trade I've taken this week and how it turned out. And I've been taking some emotional trades recently, but thanks to risk management and always trying to respect my hard rules that I made for myself whenever I trade, because for a while I've been in a losing streak and it has reduced my confidence in my trading. And also, but I still try to make sure I risk less this time around and don't tend to risk more of my capital whenever I trade. And it has really helped me during this phase of my trading career. And so I'm going to be sharing to you guys, just like I said, and without us doing too much, I'm going to head on to the chart and I'm going to show you guys the total trades I took last week rather. So I took about four trades, yes, and it was okay, but then I got emotional in some of it. So I'm going to explain to you guys. So let's know that one won't be from here, so it's going to be on the chart. So without us doing too much, let's head on to the chart now. So guys, here are the trades I have taken this week. So first of all, I'll be breaking down these first two trades. Then I'll go take you guys to this trade I took on Nasdaq. So I took a trade on Nasdaq here. So this is the trade. So I'm going to be breaking down everything. So first of all, I would like to start with gold. So as you can see at this level here, as you can see right here in the market, we can see that I took a sell which got invalidated twice. So first of all, I'm going to break down how I was able to get this trade. So as you can see at this level here, I was using the higher time frame perspective. So coming down to the lower time frame, what I use as also confluence was, we had this inducement zone, we had this imbalance here that has not been filled, and we had this protected high here which I anticipated was already protected, but I was wrong. This was just liquidity to this level here that got swept and price displays down, and this is not protected anymore because it has orders sitting above this place, which was what price did to take me out. My anticipation was to see a reversal once we get into this order block here, but unfortunately price took me out, swept the high of this place, and you can see that after that price has been dropping down. Then the reason why I took a re-entry at this level was that we had this break of structure and we had this retest. Price did work with this zone, but it did not last until we got to this place. The recent imbalance continuing of this upward movement was what pushed price higher. Buyers came into this level, and we can see a massive amount of selling that got my trade invalidated. But I got out of this trade at this point because I was already up about 1.5%, 1.5 hour on this trade before I got invalidated, and then I had to set my stop loss to break even and let the trade play out. But unfortunately, the trade did not play out. So coming down to the third trade I took this week was this trade on Nasdaq. This trade I got out of this trade at this level was an emotional trade, just like I said. I've been running in profit at this level to this point. Then we had this reversal that I was seeing this my market coming to this point in the market. Price came back here. I closed this trade emotionally, and even if I was already set my stop loss to break even at this trade as well, because It has moved past 2R already. Price never came to my break-even points and I closed because I did not want to give all my profits back to the market. It's just something that a normal thing that happens to most traders because I always feel like, okay, yeah, we need to okay, you don't want to see your profits going back to the market and all of that, but it's just the market of how it works. Not that it does not work, but it's just how it works. It's something I did not tend to accept on time, but it's okay. I can see that price played out pretty nice. So it's about $24 or so I made on this trade. If I would have made more, but then I had to just let this trade pass and look for a better setup. Then coming to gold, I took this trade also. As you can see, we had break of structure. We had break of structure here. We had retest into imbalance with unfilled into this zone that has unfilled imbalance. Price consolidated. This tells me that okay, there are orders, they are accumulating orders here, sellers. And I got in. As you can see, this was a 1 to 5 hour trade that I aimed for. But it played out about 1 to 3. As you can see, about 1 to 3 before reversing against me. But as well, I already set my stop loss to break even after I moved about 2 hours on this trade because having a drawdown and I don't want to always give my profits, my risks back to the market whenever I know that okay, price can change direction mid trend while I'm still in the trade. So those are just the things I've been making rules over and it's been helping me, I won't lie. Because there are like this trade and there are 2 trades this week that could have turned out to be a loss, but then I was able to get out on time and it saved my account. Processing capital is more valuable to another and taking a trade and all of that. So it's capital preservation that I always value the most. So these are just basically the 4 trades I took this week. And I ended up with about 0.85 hour based on my calculation and all of that. So I've taken a new trade this week, but this is a trade for another day. I'm going to analyze out for you guys, not today. So I still have other trades to take this week. So once I'm done taking my trade this week, I'm going to make a video for it. So that is it for today, guys. So guys, those are the trades I've taken this week, last week rather, and these are basically how it is and how my trading journey has been, and it's been rough for a while, but then I just have to keep managing my risk as usual. So that will be all for today, and if you find this video interesting, if you find this video useful in any way, if you could learn something you could learn, or you want to just watch my journey while I trade my way up to be a full-time trader, it will be an honor for me, and I'll be very happy to have you all watch me while I trade up to be a full-time trader and be a consistent, profitable trader. So that will be all for today, and don't forget to like and sub, guys. Thank you.